Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we're trying to do today is we are playing a deck I'm calling Divine Zombie Lands or Divine Zombies. And because we're playing Divine Visitation with Field of the Dead. And so Field of the Dead, whenever Field of the Dead or another land enters the battlefield under your control, if you can control 7 or more lands with different names, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. And so we have to get 7 lands, all of them being different names. So we have lots of different lands in here. In fact, we have lots of lands in this deck in general. We're kind of like playing a normal deck and then adding 8 more lands almost with this deck, just because there's a lot of fun synergies that we can do with it. And this deck was actually built by one of my really good friends that had just barely started playing Magic. And so I love what he built here, and I decided to showcase it exactly how he did it. This is the first 2 weeks of playing Magic he built this deck. So really cool deck. Anyway, Divine Visitation, whenever a token would enter my control, instead create a 4/4 angel version of it rather than a zombie, basically. So we're turning all of our zombies into angels because that's what we do around here. And so it's really cool. Once you hit Escape Shift, if you have enough Field of the Deads out, you have enough lands, we have plenty of ways to get lands out on the battlefield quick and fast. Growth Spiral, like everything does that. We're trying to have lots of lands in our hand too, because we want like 4 to 5 lands in our opening hand almost every time, and that's why we're playing lots of extra lands. And then we want things like Escape Shift to just go grab our Field of the Dead if we don't have it, make sure that we have 7 different named lands, and then just flop them all on the battlefield with the Divine Visitation, create like 34 angels, and be happy about it. Also, if we have a Tatyova out there, it also lets us draw lots of cards, gain lots of life, make sure we can just close out the game. Teferi lets us Escape Shift at instant speed. It's a pretty good thing to do. Also, our Growth Spiral, I guess Growth Spiral is already sorcery, but yeah, like our Circuitous Root or our Grow from the Ashes also can be cast at instant speed if we need to. Just be able to create some angels, do some cool stuff with it, and also just because it's a good bounce spell, it kind of stops the counter plan and everything like that. So it is a really good thing for the deck. Let's go ahead and get into the gameplay, see how this goes. Wish us luck. This is such a fun deck. All right, up against Bocas. Bring it on, Bocas. And we are playing Divine Zombie Lands. Dude, I'm so excited. All right, so, well, we don't have any cards yet. See if we're going to get them. This crab little thing right here is stealing them all. The Saproling. We'll just wait. Hey, there we go. All right, so this is looking decent. I mean, it's we have turn 3 plays, but we have Temple of Mystery, we have lands, we have ways to go grab more lands. Like this is what our deck's trying to do. So we're gonna go ahead and keep this. The nice thing about Elvish Rejuvenator as well is that we get to another Tatyova. We do not need that. So it grabs any land. So if we find a Field of the Dead with that, then we're definitely gonna be grabbing that right away. And we already have 4 differently named lands, which is great. We have Grow from the Ashes to help us grab the other 2. So we should be good. Teferi's pretty good against Butcher as well, because it just bounces it back. We'll get in some big hits, but then we'll be able to bring down an Elvish Rejuvenator kind of as a good blocker there. Hopefully soon. And so we'll just play things slow. You don't have anything to play yet, so Hollow Fountain, pass the turn. Aggro matchups can be pretty hard for us. It really depends on... I typically would like a little bit faster of a start with Arboreal Grazer, Growth Spiral. This is just a hand that I wasn't willing to not keep. It's good enough, you know? Theater of Horrors. All right. Well, there's Field of the Dead. All right, so let's go ahead and throw out a Teferi.
Might be a bad idea.
We'll bounce that guy back. Comes out again. Bouncing that makes things go so slow. Oh yeah, so he's going to hit the Teferi, which I think that still puts a counter onto him. Yep, that's fine. Arboreal Grazer. It does come out tapped. And we actually still have green mana to play. All right, so we're gonna play Plains. We're gonna play Grazer. We're gonna play Field of the Dead. Yeah, I'll play Field of the Dead, and then Elvish Rejuvenator. The Tatyova would have been pretty fun to play here as well. Let's see. We already have some Petal Grove, so let's go Selesnya Guildgate. We're fine. We actually don't really want to be taking the basic lands because we have other things to be going and grabbing those out. Like Growth from the Ashes only hits basic lands. The Circuitous Route hits Guildgates and basic lands. I don't have a ton of basic Guildgates in here because I did want to make sure this was a little bit faster. Razor was a fantastic blocker here for us. So let's go ahead and play Tatyova. We can also Grow from the Ashes. We can play land, Grow from the Ashes, get like a bunch of zombies. But let's go ahead and get down Tatyova first. And just play the land. I want to start getting some of the card advantage. And so just play this tapped. You do have a lot of stuff down in here as well. Oh, I played the wrong land. I wasn't even looking at it. Pass the turn. Should have played the breeding pool. That was a big old mistake. Which any land will do it as long as we have 7 other ones out there. Alright, so Tatyova does die. They're going to have to kill the Greaser at some point here. And then we're just going to start creating lots of 2/2 zombies. We will block. That's fine. As long as we don't let him grow, we're all good. This might be like a Chain Whirler. No. Rakdos Fire Wheel. I haven't seen this in a long time. Alright, kills the fella. Ooh, Divine Visitation. Okay. Alright, well, life just got really fun. Let's, yeah, Divine Visitation. Hinterland Harbor. We don't have one of those, right? Alright, Hinterland Harbor. Create an Angel. Elvish Rejuvenator. Stick for another land. We'll go Grow for the Ashes once we can get more. Evolving Wilds is really fun. We actually get 2 from that. So Evolving Wilds, oh, it does come out tapped. But we do get another one later on. So no attacks, pass the turn. And now we got the Angel plan going. And what do you do about that? It's so fun. Oh, goodness. Bishop of Wings would also kind of be fun in here. We just don't have any other Angel synergies besides this. So we'll discard the Breeding Pool. That's fine. Hopefully they don't make us discard again. Oh, no! The Grow from the Ashes. Bummer. We still have Evolving Wilds help us find another land. If we draw another land, that's still 2 more Angels. Hydroid Krasis is decent. It's decent. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab an island. It doesn't matter now because we have 7 different named lands, so everything will bring us stuff. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So X6. Hopefully we'll find a land. Oh, we found a land. How about that? Another Angel. Dude, this is so fun. Yeah, we'll swing in. Down to 12. Pass the turn. We have Teferi. We have all of the good things. Is that an ill-gotten inheritance? Theater of Horrors is a great card. Ritual of Sut destroys all of the things. That's fine. We have Prison Realm. This hits... does it hit enchantments as well? No, it doesn't. That would be nice. They have tons of stuff in here. They can get their lands. The Rampage... they only have... In red-black, they only have artifact removal. Nothing for enchantments. And so as long as this is out in the battlefield, I'm really not that worried. So if we bounce this, Teferi will die to its ability. So let's actually Prison Realm, maybe bounce. Does this hit enchantments as well? Yeah, we'll bounce the enchantment. All right, so Forest. Prison Realm. Yeah, kill ya. Growth Spiral. That's a card that we can draw. We can actually play it this turn, so might as well. All right, Teferi. We've already played a land, so that can help us get another Angel out quick. Be able to slow things down a lot. These all go into exile. We'll play Growth Spiral. I can do that instant speed, I guess. Hydroid Krasis we will hold on to. Pass the turn. And feel great about ourselves. Mm-hmm. Dude, it's so fun. All right, so we can Krasis for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We find a land that's 10, and that'll be pretty sweet. We just got rid of so much value with that Theater of Horrors, so that was sweet. What else you got? Paying for that down to 10. That's pretty risky. One damage. That's sweet. I forgot this says to planeswalkers as well. Awesome. All right, so still at 9. So let's Temple of Mystery. Yeah, create an angel. Do the stuffs. Grazer, we're actually okay keeping that because it lets us play another land with the Krasis when we draw another land as well. So let's go ahead and swing in. So Crazy X9. Actually, we want to do X8 and keep up green mana. All right, it's keeping up green mana, so that's good. All right, Grazer. Play the forest, get another angel, and do you have another Ritual of Soot? Which that is the one issue I think with this deck is that Ritual of Soot does kill like everything in the deck except for Tetyoka. So he has another one. That's fine. We can rebuild all day long, all day long. I get to play the land. See if he plays it. We'll just Prison Realm this and hit that again. So yeah, Prison Realm. Another Hydra Krasis, sweet. We will draw that.
I'm known for my excellent timing. There goes nothing.
And we can play this X5. It's close to getting us to lethal. Might as well. And then if we get to play a land, yeah, then we're good. So Temple Garden tapped. So we do put lethal on the board. They have to have another answer for our entire board. We get to put another 4/4 down on the next turn. It's so fun. That's the thing is once you get Divine Visitation out, if they don't have an answer for it, then you can just go off. And if you don't have it out there, also just Field of the Dead. It's like we haven't even found another Field of the Dead yet with all of these lands that we've drawn. So we can, and that is probably one issue with going up to like 68 lands is it's a little bit inconsistent with what you're going to find, but it is also just really fun. I like this deck a lot. Field of the Dead would be, yeah, other Fields of the Dead would be great. I'm fine with that. What else he got? All right, Rampage kills our Angel, trying to slow down the game as much as he can. He's doing a good job at it. We're actually milling ourselves faster than him as well. So, I mean, like, there is that. Not that that's a big deal, but we'll take up.
I've got it.
We'll play Blossoming Sands. Gain some life back. We'll play another Divine Visitation. And, all right. We still haven't been able to do too much. He has a Duress here, so he might just like ping to see what we have in here. We can play at instant speed though, so it really wouldn't help him at all. He can also kill the Teferi with... Alright, so there's Davriel. Davriel is a way that they can start doing stuff, but they also don't have a way to deal with this Angel now. We know that for sure. 4 damage to Teferi. That's fine.
Ugh, what a
Row from the Ashes. Alright, so tick up.
Here we go.
Yeah, we'll swing it face. Alright, so we're going to play this Grow from the Ashes in response to this, just in case they have a Ritual of Soot as well or something. Hopefully they play that first. Alright, so Grow from the Ashes with Kicker. Alright, the last 2 basic lands. There we go. Create a couple more Angels. And opponent scoops it up. Sweet! They might have had just like targeted removal. Otherwise, I feel like they would have scooped anyway, but that was sweet. Oh my goodness, that was like Christmas right there. All right, I'll take it. All right, here we go again. All right, we're up against Proto. Bring it on, Proto. And this is pretty sweet. Actually, we don't have the Grazer on turn 1, but it still is a good turn 2 play, or an okay turn 2 play. So we will keep. We're going to play Hinterland Harbor. I guess we can play Hollow Fountain first. All right, plays the Plains, Hunted Witness. All right, so mono white weenie, maybe? All right, Hollow Fountain tippity tapped. Pass the turn. Dawn of Hope. Okay. Razor, we're gonna go for the Scry. Another Field of the Dead. We actually need to get to 7, so we're going to put that on the bottom for now. We have the Scape Shift to go find another one as well, so we're in okay shape. We just need to be ramping up to land, so I'd rather find more things that ramp us here. All right, Legion or Boss. All right, we have Prison Realm for that. I think we will go ahead and block that as well. I mean, we're going to go ahead and hit that now. Oh. And I'd love to be able to play that as well here. Let's go for Tranquil Cove. Gain some life back. Prison Realm. Hit the War Boss. Just slowing them down. Just slowing them down for now. Another Grazer would be nice to be able to get more lands out, but I'm not terribly worried about it. Another Prison Realm's not bad either. So we'll keep this. That's fine. No attacks, pass the turn. They're going to be really hard pressed to be speeding up this game quick enough to do anything at this point. So we should be able to get to all of our Field of the Dead stuff. Yep, another War Boss will be great. They have lots of tokens, but we can take 2 damage all day long. So, Grazer. Play the Field of the Dead. Play Prison Realm. I mean, I'd like to hit that Elvish Rejuvenator there. Hit the War Boss. Another Scape Shift we don't need just yet. We need more lands. We have to hit the more lands. And no attacks past the turn. So things that would be fun to hit, like Tatyova I would play before Elvish Rejuvenator. And Circuitous Root would be sweet. Circuitous Root gets us to our 7 lands immediately. Enclave Tribunal hits a Prison Realm. Okay. Good play. Down to 15. The Fairy. Oh, this comes in tapped on this land. So Teferi can maybe, if it draws us a land that's untapped, we can do more with it. So let's go ahead and play Teferi.
I am not going to sit this one out.
Hitting the Conclave Tribunal is almost not that bad. We know that he can just play this again anyway. This makes him play more stuff. And we get another Scry from it as well. So it's like, we actually get a little bit more value from doing this. We get a draw and we get a Scry. And if he wants to cast that, he can use all the tokens, but that also helps us out. All right, so that is the last land that we need, so we'll keep it on top. Unfortunately, this wasn't an untapped land, but still, we get to our Field of the Dead. Once we have that out there, we start Scape Shifting, and life's pretty good. It's pretty great. A Conclave Tribunal hits the Prison Realm again. That's fine. We got an extra Scry out of it. We knew that we hit our other land. So now we can play Elvish Rejuvenator, hit another land, Scape Shift, because we will have enough mana for that. Everything goes at Teferi. Alright, that's fine. Alright, kills the fairy, that's fine. It's all good. Alright, let's create some zombies. Let's Elvish Rejuvenator. Grab Scryland, I guess. It really won't matter, actually, so I should have gone for the other one. Just to have it in our... Oh, there's Field of the Dead, which we're going to hit with Scape Shift anyway. And then let's Scape Shift. I really wish we didn't get to take up with Teferi, right? Okay. So now we'll sack everything but the Field of the Dead. So that is 7. So 7 differently named, and so we need to grab... Yeah, opponent scoops it up. There we go. We could have got Blast Zone as well. Could have done some really fun stuff there. So that was... Oh, that's so fun. All right, up against Langhauser. Bring it on, Langhauser. Sorry, I always do that. Langhauser. It's an inside joke with my family, so I'm sorry if it doesn't make sense to y'all. This one I am going to mulligan. I feel like we can have a better hand here. And that's not very good, though. I don't want to mulligan too many times, but that was pretty rough. All right, this we can keep. We're going to drop the... what do we drop? I want to keep the Tatyova, but I'm not sure if it's as good at this point. So we want to just be able to hit our lands as well. So keep 3 lands, drop Tatyova, and... we'll keep Thornwood Falls. We'll actually put Simic Guildgate down because we can go dig for it with other cards. So that'll be okay. We can Arboreal Grazer, Elvish Rejuvenators twice. Let's go ahead and get a Scry. Teferi's not terrible. We'll keep Teferi. I'd like to just dig for more lands, but we're going to be able to dig for lands with these guys too. All right, so Thornwood Falls. Gain some life. Grazer. Blossoming Sands. And now we get to Elvish Rejuvenator. Teferi if we need to. We'll see. If this is the Flash deck or something like that, then we'll play Teferi quick. All right, Tombbound Lich. It's to discard a card. All right, nothing really in there just yet. All right, so Field of the Dead. I don't really care to bounce this guy. That's fine. Let's play Elvish Rejuvenator. All right, Selesnya Guildgate. No attacks, pass the turn. We'll take our beats from this guy for a while. Totally fine. Yep, no blocks. I guess we could stop him from drawing the cards and discarding, especially if it's a Reanimator deck. All right, Ravenous Tubes. So untap land would be the best here for Elvish Rejuvenator into Teferi. This isn't. Oh, this is a Yarok deck. That's what this is. It is a Yarok deck. Okay, so let's go for. Yeah, so bouncing doesn't really do much good for us. Hydrocrisis can help us find a land just the same as this one does. And it can actually block. It can go X3. Let's do Hydrocrisis. It just gives a blocker for us that we can block some stuff. It's another target as well for them to have to deal with. Hinterland Harbor, draw a card, no block, no attacks, pass the turn. Next turn we have Rejuvenator and Teferi. We'll go ahead and chump here. That's fine. Just to not let them get any more draw. Any card advantage here. Neoform, okay. Probably just finds Yarok. Yeah, I was gonna say probably finds Yarok there. Oh, Circuitous Route is really fun. But let's go for Teferi. Bounce.
You show remorse.
Hopefully find a land, and then we get to Rejuvenator and this. There we go. So Breeding Pool. We actually get Circuitous Route now. So pay 2 life. Get a zombie. We didn't get to tick up there, so we'll find a gate and a gate. Keep out the basic lands in here for other stuff. Create a few more zombies, and we'll swing in now. Down to 19, past the turn. We have the engine up and running. What do you do now? That is the question. All right, so block there. He gets to kill one of them. Plays Yarok. Ooh, Divine Visitation. All right, we like that. We'll grab a Hollow Fountain tapped. Yep. Trade an Angel. We'll tick up this time. That's fine. We'll swing in with the Crazy. And back down to 17. Pass the turn. And dude. We have the Angel. All right. What do they kill? The Angel. Yep. Oh, that's double trigger. That's right. That's fine. Swing Xerac in. We'll block 1. Gets to gain 3 life back. We are going to have to deal with this guy. Hey, we're just going to deal with this guy, why don't we? All right, what's on top? Land is fine. Another Field of the Dead is pretty good. Yeah, we'll keep that.
Don't worry.
All right, swing in with the Crazy. Down to 17. And dude, I love this deck. It's actually been really consistent. I've been testing it, and I was thinking of changing up the numbers a little bit somewhere, but like going back down to 60 cards. But it's consistent at 68. So I think that's one of those things too, is that we are so stuck on 60 because that's really good for consistency in certain types of decks. But there's sometimes that you just got to play other things that are really good. All right, well let's Field of the Dead. We can bounce Yarok with this Teferi. Honestly, I'm okay sacking the Teferi to get an extra card draw here. Maybe another Angel. Slowing them down because there are things that are annoying. So I'm debating... Let's just go ahead and get rid of it. They don't get to cast things instant speed, which is nice. But the card draw, card advantage here... Yeah, and getting that... That would have been nice for the next turn, though, too. But let's go ahead and hit that. And opponent keeps it up. I don't think he had a board wipe in the deck. It was more just like get all the ETB effects. But if we get too big, too wide, there's not much you can do about that. So that was sweet. And we were going to get double triggers with all of that as well. So that was awesome. All right, well, let's open up a pack. I do have some mythics that I'm trying to find still. Let's see if I found it. Nope. No go for Hefe. And let's go ahead and go into the wrap up. All right, so what do I think about this deck? This deck is awesome. I think I've played like 6 games with this and I've lost 1. So it's been consistent so far. I haven't taken it into ranked. I think that the biggest thing with ranked is it's going to be a little bit more aggressive. So maybe building a little bit better on the low end. But at the same time, you saw we played against pretty aggressive decks that were starting with aggressive stuff, and we had answers for just about everything, you know. So the deck does its thing, and it's pretty good. There's lots of life gain in the lands. There's lots of not a ton of life gain outside of it, besides like Hydra Krasis, but Tetyoba you can gain quite a bit of life with. But overall, man, I just really love this deck. It's really fun. I think that you can throw even more synergistic things into it, like maybe like having Lyra, Shalai, and Bishop of Wings. Maybe just like that combo of you know, like three Shalais just to have a bit more protection for yourself, 2 Lyras to grow up the Divine Visitations, and like 3 or 4 of the Bishops, which just you can gain so much life, it's ridiculous. Like you almost have like an infinite life gain combo in there as well, which if those angels die, they also create more angels because Bishop of Wings will create the spirit token for the tokens there for angels. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.